Hey everyone, Jordan here with 9 to 5 Toys, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Zhiyun Smooth-X 2-axis mobile device gimbal. Gimbals keep getting better and better, more focused on different devices, and a lot more affordable. And this one, the latest, the Smooth-X from Zhiyun, comes in at $60 for the starting point, which gives you just the gimbal, but then for another $10 you can also get the carrying case and a little tripod in here, which we'll take a look at in a second. So if you've been looking for a way to take your mobile content to the next level, you like the gimbals, but then you also want a selfie stick to get a better angle, then this is definitely something you're going to want to check out for that incredible price point. Thanks for watching 9 to 5 Toys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and enable notifications with the bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. So at its base, the Smooth-X is a 2-axis gimbal that also acts as a selfie stick by being able to extend up to 260 millimeters to get you, get your arm out a little bit further and get a little bit away from your subject. And also, of course, like most selfie sticks, it has this rotating head here, so you can get, the best angle that you want and really get it out there. So obviously, if that's something you see yourself using a lot, if you take a lot of selfies and want to stabilize your footage even more, even with today's cameras, they do a really good job of stabilizing on their own, but this just takes it to a whole nother level. And another great thing about this is how easily it packs down as well. So I'm going to turn it off here. There's a button on the side which turns off the gimbal. We'll pop my phone out. Both of the motors rotate to lock into position, into a secure position, and then you can rotate this handle around and you can push it down and then lock that into position as well. So it gives you a really compact package that you can take along on any of your adventures. Let's open it back up here and take a look at some of the controls on it. So actually unlocking it and getting it set up took a little bit of getting used to, but once you do it a few times, then you do get used to it pretty quickly. So you need to rotate the handle, which allows you to then angle that out a little bit, and then you can turn this handle down. It has a locking position at 90 degrees, but then you can also take it all the way down as well. And so this is where you can kind of adjust and figure out which angle you want the handle to be at. But let's take a look at these buttons on the front here. First up, we have the mode button. So the mode button, if you just push it once, it toggles between two different kind of follow modes. So as you can see here, as I turn the gimbal, the camera tracks with it. But if I were to push that mode button once and then turn the gimbal, the camera stays faced in the same position. So that's one way, depending on what you're tracking, if you want to make sure it's always facing the same way, that's an easy way to enable that by pushing that mode button once. If you double tap the mode button, it will quickly turn the camera into a different orientation. So as you can see here, we have it in landscape. Double tap it and it immediately goes to portrait. So that's a very easy way to change your orientation depending on what kind of content you're wanting to create. The button up here at top, which has kind of the 4 different directions you can turn it, that will actually let you turn the camera by pushing it left and right if you want to just manually change which way it's facing that way, or if you push up and down, it will change the tilt of the camera. And then the last button on here is a red record button, and that obviously lets you either take a video or photo depending on what you have it set up with inside the app. So having that record button just makes it super simple to start and stop video or take photos if you have it away from you. It's a really quick, handy way to do that. And the last control we have on the side here is a zoom button. So you can either toggle that to go zoom in or zoom out, and that just makes it really quick and easy to control that. And of course, if you do get the combo pack, you'll also get the carrying case here, and then you'll also get this handy tripod. So we'll just get that set up. It just screws down here on the bottom super easily. And then that just gives you a quick and easy way to just set it down, and makes it really easy if you want to set it a little bit further away and shoot whatever you're doing, then you don't have to hold it the whole time. So one of the things that makes the Smooth-X so user-friendly is it is a 2-axis gimbal, but you don't have to do any sort of calibration or anything. You just clamp your device in here and then turn it on, and it'll automatically calibrate all that. Obviously, you try to get your phone as close as you can to the middle to try to stabilize it a little bit, but then you just turn it on and it's ready to go. And of course, to take even further control, Zhiyun has their own app, the ZY Cami app. And beyond just some different controls for your phone and for your camera while you're in there, and enabling some different like follow modes, which we'll talk about here in a second, it also has its own editing power to it. If you want to edit video within the app and not take it to your computer or something like that, you can do that within the app here. Within that app, you do get complete control over all of your video settings if you want. You can change resolution and frame rate, and you can also either set it in auto mode, or you can have direct control over shutter speed and ISO. So those of you that want to take advantage of that and set your exposure to something and not have it change at all, you can do that really easily. Or you can just leave it in auto mode, and it makes it really easy to shoot as well. You can also go through and do all of the different shooting modes. So you can do photo or video, slow motion, time-lapse, hyperlapse, and pano as well. And with the pano, you can set how wide you want it to take it, up to 180 degrees, and the camera will automatically just go to different intervals. I think it has 8 different intervals at 180 degrees, and snap a photo and then stitch them all together. So it's a really easy way to get, whatever kind of mobile content you're trying to get. Within the ZY Cami app, you can also enable a gesture mode. So when you have this enabled, if you're in front of the camera and you make a peace or a V sign, the camera will automatically start counting down, and then it will start tracking you and recording a video. So as you move back and forth to the frame, the camera will actually track you. So it's a really nice way to kind of start recording a video hands-free. So overall, for the price, for the $60 price, I've been really impressed by what this offers. It's just very high quality, everything from the app to the actual stabilization from itself. Obviously, as a 2-axis gimbal, it's not going to have the smoothest stabilization compared to a 3-axis gimbal with the tilt as well. This gimbal just stabilizes the roll. You can see it staying straight as I kind of rotate that around, and then the pan as well. Like with this mode, as we turn the handle, you can see that the camera's facing the same way. But moving the camera up and down like this, it doesn't stabilize that. That's something you need to do yourself. So there are other gimbals out there that do have that, even from Zhiyun, but they're a lot more expensive and not as compact as this one as well. But the Smooth-X is extremely easy to use. You can see here as you transition to upside down, it keeps that same motion, so you can you can drop it down and get lower shots if you want, which is really cool. And then just quickly and easily transition back up to holding it upright as well. I've just been really impressed with what this can do, especially for the price point for $60. Obviously, it does take a battery as well. There's a USB-C port here on the side, so it's super easy to recharge when you need a charge. And as far as battery life, you can expect between 3 to 4 hours of battery life on the Smooth-X. So wrapping up here, I've just been really impressed with the quality and simplicity of the Smooth-X from Zhiyun. The app makes it really easy to control everything, and the actual physical hardware on the Smooth-X itself, everything feels extremely solid, especially for that price point, for the $60 starting price. I would definitely recommend getting the carrying case and the tripod because it's only $10 more, and that gives you a lot more possibility and flexibility. This tripod design actually is extremely handy too if you want to try to get even more stable video. You can do a two-handed thing and keep it a little bit more stable. So I would definitely recommend getting that, but if you can't, still for $60, the Smooth-X is just a great gimbal. So what do you think of the Smooth-X from Zhiyun? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. This is Jordan with 9to5 Toys.